Guess who's back? Do-do-do-do, back again. Do-do-do-do. Okay, so I'm going to do my November recommendations. It's leading up to Christmas. I've bought quite a few new things and I've also received a couple of new things. If anybody follows my Instagram, they'll see that I actually won an awesome makeup pack through Ruby Galani's Instagram. So thank you, Ruby. I'm having an absolute ball playing with all the new makeup and stuff like that. So I won't include too much of that stuff in there because I quite like to recommend stuff that I've bought myself and stuff that you can buy locally, but of course there will be some stuff in there, not going to completely miss out. And also it's kind of a timely makeup little bits and pieces haul because Priceline have got 50% off all cosmetics tomorrow, so Thursday the 23rd. Yeah, Thursday the 23rd and Friday the 24th of November. So, and I think they've got 40% off their makeup packs, which is really cool as well, and just in time for Christmas, so yay! Right, so I'm going to just go into the beauty and hair stuff, and then of course I've got a couple of little things, you know, homey, housewarey things and stuff like that as well. So we'll just start with, I'm going to go straight into hair stuff. So I kind of wanted to label this video Game Changer month because I've found a couple of things this month that I'm like, these are the best additions to my hair and face routine that I have had in such a long time. So I'm super excited about it. So the first one I'm going to talk to you about is this Bumble and Bumble brand. It's Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. So it's Heat UV Protector, Protective Primer, and it's a base thermoprotective anti-UV. This is just the little sample one that I got at Mecca, so you get this at Mecca Maxima, the new one in Marion. This stuff is absolutely brilliant. Like, I spray this on my wet hair before I blow dry it, and it is just so, it's changed the feel of my hair so much. It smells beautiful, and you know, I'm interested and loving anything that smells amazing. You can sell me anything if it smells good, really, let's be honest. Anyway, you spray it on your damp hair or dry hair, comb it through and style it. So I love to use this when, you know, obviously to help heat protect it when I'm styling, using all the styling tools and everything, but also when you're getting to that just before you're going to wash it phase and it's getting a bit dry on the ends and stuff like that, you just spray it in and it's just so nice. It doesn't feel oily at all. It just gives you that really nice soft and smooth consistency to your hair. So it is, I so recommend this. So you can buy these Bumble and Bumble, a couple of their range in the little trial packs. I can't quite remember, I think it might be about $23, and then you get the full size for a little bit more, but it is such a good way to try the things that you might not ordinarily spend that sort of money on. And the other good thing about it is that when I go to Marion next time, I'll get the full size and then I'll just keep this for when I go travelling. But yeah, I think also going into summer, this is going to be brilliant, particularly with the UV protection in it as well. So definitely recommend this one. This is definitely one of my game changer products this month. And sticking with the Bumble and Bumble, the other one is the Surf Infusion. So I like the whole like idea of the surf sprays and stuff like that, but I do find that some of them can make your hair quite crunchy, or they kind of don't do anything. Lush have actually got a really good surf spray, but it is infused with a little bit of hairspray. So I find that I would use that like at the end of setting it rather than to actually style it, if that makes sense. Or I wouldn't use that on dry hair or no, like, you know, 2 or 3 day hair or something like that. But this one, so I'll just read what it says on the pack. Oil and salt infused spray for soft sea-tossed waves with a sheen. So I actually think that that's the difference. It still leaves your hair feeling really nice and soft and shiny, but it does give you that texture that you want if you want to throw a couple of beachy waves in it, or if you just wanted to spray it over your wet hair and leave it. Sadly, I'm not a bit of a spray on your wet hair and leave it kind of person, because I've got all like these little baby hairs up here that just keep growing for some reason. It doesn't thicken it, just they're always there. It's very frustrating. So I find that they just sort of go like this if I leave it. But this stuff, yeah, it's just absolutely brilliant. It sort of separates. You'll find that I've just shaken it because I've used it. It's got like the creamy and then the sort of non-creamy stuff, and so you've got to shake it really well and spray it on. So I spray this on before I blow dry my hair as well, but again, like the invisible oil, it's not a fancy name, you can use it like just to freshen up your hair during the day, or if you just want to give it a, you know, if you've got a second or third day hair that's getting a bit flat, you can just, you know, give it a little spray and a little crunch, like scrunch I should say, not crunch, like this, and it just add a little bit of body, and of course it smells nice. So I always just feel like it freshens my hair up a little bit, and you could comb it through if you wanted to, but everyone knows I don't brush my hair other than the day that I style it for the first time, washing it and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, as far as hair products this month go, I love these two products. So both from Mecca Maxima. I think this Surf Infusion also comes in this little trial size. So this is the trial size and this is the full size one. So yeah, have a look at those two. Now I'm going to get on to some makeup things. A few of these things are a bit more high-end, and some of them are available through Priceline. And again, kind of some game changer things in here that I'm like, these are fantastic. So I'm super excited about the makeup things I've got to show you today. So I'll start with base stuff. So anybody who knows Benefit Cosmetics will know that their like signature thing that everybody got super excited about, and the thing that made me discover them in the first place was their Pore Professional Primer. It's a little bit dirty. So this stuff's excellent. It's oil-free, lightweight, translucent and silky. It's not greasy, it smells fantastic, and it just leaves your skin feeling really smooth, and it's a perfect base. I even sometimes will use this on days that I'm not going to put makeup on, or just have a bit of tinted moisturizer, because it really just smooths out your skin. I can't really explain it, but it's really, really nice. So I'm not going to talk to you too much about this one. What I am going to talk to you about is the Pore Professional Matte Rescue. So this is a mattifying, pore blurring, invisible finish, but it comes out as a gel. I don't really want to... so it's not like... It doesn't feel matte. So I find sometimes, particularly on really hot days when I just don't want to have that really matte feeling to my face, this is it goes on like a gel and dries matte, but it's really not as mattifying or heavy feeling as this Pore Professional, which I still think has a place in your makeup routine on certain days, but for everyday use I've been finding this fantastic. So I did actually receive this one in the prize pack that I won from Ruby, and I'm absolutely loving it. I was a little bit, I'd fallen out of love with Benefit, if I'm honest, because they were kind of mean to me in Melbourne, which it just turns me off. I'm like, there's so many other brands that you can go and buy, and I like to feel good about it when I'm buying it, rather than like I'm, you know, giving them the worst day ever because I asked to try a concealer. So anyway, but I have to say I would really recommend this, and to be honest, the girls in the Adelaide Maya Benefit, which is the only place in Adelaide that you can buy this, they're so beautiful, so they would totally help you out. But yeah, so definitely recommend that one as a little bit more of an expensive primer that you're not going to find at Priceline, but it's worth the extra money, and you don't really need to use much. And I have had this Pore Professional Primer for ages, and it just lasts and lasts and lasts, so you definitely get your money's worth out of those two as primers. So sticking with the primers, I'm going to talk to you about eyeshadow primer. Now, I was a little bit like, eyeshadow primer, do I really need that? And I find with some eyeshadows I kind of don't need it. It's really long lasting, it wears all day, it doesn't crease and stuff like that. But then there's some eyeshadow colours I love, particular brands, but I do find that they don't blend very well on my eyelid, or they do have that crease in it by the end of the day, and that's the kind of stuff that'll turn me off a eyeshadow brand. So what I had heard about eyeshadow primers, and I was a bit like, do I really want to add another thing into my face routine? And I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go, and let me tell you, yes I do. It just not only primes it, but it just really brightens the eye, and because I've got like quite hooded eye lids, I just find it really brightens this bit up in here, but also just for blending eyeshadow it works beautifully. I can't, like, yeah, it's so worth it. So the one that I'm going to show you today I got from Mecca Maxima. It's the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. So this is their original. There's actually like 6 you can choose from. So 3 are sort of just a whitish creamy colour, and then 3 are the coloured, sort of have a tone to the base. I'm not really 100% sure what they're for, except maybe if you've got like a darker skin tone you might prefer to use those ones, but this one, the eyeshadow primer, is just the original. So it comes, I like the little lid, anything you know, gimmicky packaging, I love it. And it just comes on a little sort of applicator, and you literally just pop it on your eyelid and blend it in, and then it's just the perfect base. So I tend to put that on, and then I'll do my eyebrows, and then I go back to it so it's had a nice chance to settle in. So I've found there's not heaps of brands that do, like I think the only brand in Priceline that I found that did one is Stralis might do one, or like the Essie brand or something, they do one as well. But I really like this one. It's a little bit more expensive, but I feel like it's not going to run out really quickly because you just literally need a couple of tiny dots on your eyes just for that perfect base. So again, I think you could almost put that on, like if you were just going to have a sort of no makeup day where you just put a bit of tinted moisturiser on, you could probably pop that on as well, and it will just brighten up that eye area and make you look a bit more awake. So yeah, I really like the eyeshadow primer potion by Urban Decay. And then this one I'm actually really excited about, because anybody who knows me knows that I fairly well swear by the Rimmel foundations. I've tried pretty much all of them now, and I just find for me it really matches my skin tone. It's always an easy go-to. You can pick it up at the supermarket, and they often have lots of you know, percentage off sales, and sometimes big Woolworths will have them, and then Priceline will have them. So I just find, as far as accessibility and just easy to get when I've run out at the last minute, it's just really easy to pick up. And then I was really excited to see on Instagram that they were releasing a new one called a Lasting Finish Breathable foundation with an SPF 20. So I was like, excellent. So I went down to Priceline and picked it up. It's had it in the same colour that I use of the other Lasting Perfection foundations. So it was just easy. I knew which one to grab. And then when I opened the lid, this was like game changer. Love it. It actually has an applicator sponge thing in it. So you can literally just like paint your face in lines or whatever, and then use your beauty blender. That's what I do to buff it into my skin. And it's just so easy to apply. And the other thing is, so this is a medium coverage foundation, and it actually really reminds me of the NARS tinted moisturiser. So I love the NARS tinted moisturiser, but I obviously won't always wear a tinted moisturiser, particularly if I'm going out. This just reminds me of it in its consistency, the way that it goes on your face really easily and blends in really beautifully, but it's a little bit more coverage. So I do love the tinted moisturiser, but at the end of the day it's a tinted moisturiser, and when you want something with a little bit more coverage but not a heavy foundation, this is absolutely brilliant. So I have been using this every day since I bought it, and I will definitely be stocking up in the Priceline sale, because you better not get there first, actually. You don't buy the Ivory if you're going to the one down south. So yeah, it's really good, and I think full price is about $18, so if you can get it on when they've got the sales, yeah, it's totally worth it. And applicator, don't have to touch a single thing, straight onto your face. I love it, and it's just really velvety and lovely. So yeah, definitely worth trying that new Rimmel. So well done, Rimmel, I rate it. Then I'm going to talk about this concealer. So I have a ridiculous fetish with concealers. I just love trying different concealers, but depending on what kind of skin day I'm having, some concealers would be better than others, and depending on what colour my skin is, like if I've been out in the sun a lot or if I've got lots of blemishes, I'm going to reach for different things at different times. But one that I've been using for a while is this Bourjois Healthy Mix Anti-Fatigue with Vitamin Mix. So anything that's going to say anti-fatigue on it, I'm going to buy, because anything that makes me look less tired than I constantly always am is going to be a bonus. So it comes in this little pack like this. This is a new one that I bought the other day. I haven't opened it yet. It lasts a really long time. It comes out, it's got an applicator in it like the foundation that I just showed you has, and it's just really nice. It's really brightening under the skin, eyes. It blends in really well. I tend to just use it under my eyes, and I'll use another concealer for any blemishes or anything like that, but it's really nice, and I think it's the blendability and the colour match to my skin that I really like. So this is the colour 51 Clear Light, and yeah, again, I picked this up when Bourjois were having a percentage off sale, which they always have, and I just will tend to stock up on my go-to favourites when they're having the sales. But yeah, can definitely recommend this one. It's really beautiful. Then I'm just going to talk quickly about a couple of bronzers. So I've got sort of a high-end and then a supermarket kind of, or chemist brand Rimmel one as well, because we're getting, I use bronzers all year round. I love a good bronzer. It just makes me look like I've been healthy and active and outside and enjoying life rather than inside, not enjoying life, but let's face it, watching Netflix. And I just think it can change your whole makeup look. So I absolutely love bronzers. So the first one I'm going to show you, I also received in the prize pack from Ruby, and it's the Hourglass diffused bronze light. So it's in that same kind of range as the powder that I showed you in the last video. So as far as blendability and just light reflecting, it's absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, it's in the nice little packaging, the marbly looking palette, which I love. I don't know why I love them so much, I just do. It's got a very slight shimmer to it. I'm not sure if you can see that in the camera, but it, you look at that and you're like, that's cream colour, what is it? But just the little bits of brown through there, it just means it blends really and builds really easily. So if I am looking super pale or whatever, I can just really put it all over my face and just give myself a bit of a warm glow. But if I want to use it more for the more defined sort of contoury cheekbones or anything like that, you can just really build it up, and it's just really nice. I really recommend that if you want to spend a little bit more and get something a little bit fancy. I would recommend that one. The next one that I'll show you is the Rimmel London Sun Shimmer. It's a 3-in-1 shimmering bronze. So I'll show you what I mean by that 3-in-1. So it's that one there. It's got the 3 different shades in it. So you could technically, you could use one for a little bit of contouring, one, if you've got a darker skin tone or you just want a lighter skin tone, or what I do is just use a big brush and blend them all together. The other thing I like about these colours is that it actually make really nice eyeshadows, actually, because it does have that nice shimmer in it. I think it's really nice for a hot summer's night, or if you're like me, if I go to the beach, I'm still going to wear a tinted moisturiser and probably chuck some bronzer over the top, and this is just really nice. It is really nice and blendable, it is buildable, and I just like the fact that it's got the 3 different shades. So I can't remember full price how much it is, but it's really not very much money, and if it's just something you want to throw in your bag, if you don't want to take your more expensive things out with you, to touch your face up or whatever during the day, it's really nice. So I can definitely recommend that one as well. Definitely keeping that one in my kit. So that's everything for makeup and hair stuff today. So now I'm just going to show you a few other bits and pieces that I've bought over the last month that I'm super excited about. I'm just going to grab them, hang on. Whoops, I had to go and get them because I had left them behind. Okay, so the few bits and pieces, only a couple of bits and pieces here, obviously a few from Kmart, and they're all Christmas. Oh no, they're not all Christmas related. A few are Christmas related, but it's end of November, almost December. I'm making 0 apologies now for my Christmas bits. So I think you see last time that I showed you the little Christmas throw cushions, which I absolutely love. I cannot wait to get them on my bed. I was convinced there was a 3rd cushion. There isn't. Well, unless they sold out of that 1 cushion and they only restocked the other 2, but yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. But what I did find was Christmas Santa pillowcases. Look at this, it's so cute. And it's awesome because this is for Matilda's room. She has got that colour sort of scheme in her room. So I'm just gonna, I'm really looking for like an entire quilt cover pillowcases Christmas set, but they just don't do them in Australia, and it's really expensive to ship them from overseas. So I'm going to keep looking. If anybody finds any in Australia that ships decently or is local, then please hit a girl up, because I'm going to Christmasify this house like you would not believe if I can get away with it. So yeah, little Christmas pillowcase for Matilda's room. And then, because, you know, can't have too many Christmas pillowcases, I got these navy with navy and coloured spots and a little Christmas deer on it pillowcase. There's 2 of them, so I'm going to put them on my bed here. And you know, if I can't find an entire Christmas cover, a quilt cover set, I'll just get like a nice red throw, or maybe even just a plain white quilt cover, and then just, you know, snazz it up with some Christmassy thing. I just think it's cozy, lying in a nice Christmasified bed, watching a Christmas movie at night. Is there anything better? Drinking hot chocolate, that's better. Yeah, so these 2, very, very cute, about $4 or $5 I think. And then just little Christmas chimney decorations that I picked up from Canopy. These were only like 70 or 80 cents each, or $1 each, maybe $1 actually, because I got 10 of them. But these gorgeous cute little Christmassy decorations, they come in hearts and stars, but I just liked how little they were, to be able to hang on like garlands. So you know, when you get, you know, I bought some garland and stuff from IKEA that I want to have down the staircase, but just to put all of these down the staircases, but also because I'm going to have little fairy lights in them, I just think they'll reflect the light really nicely and make it super twinkly and sparkly and Christmassy. So I've got 10 of those, super, super cute. And then the other thing that I got from Kmart, which is a little bit on the random side, is this wet bag. What do they call it? Wet swimwear bag. So it was $5, as you can see. I've still got the price tag on it. Basically, it is designed, so it's all insulated plastic inside, but designed to put your wet swim clothes in. Now, I'm not going to use it for that because I don't really get around in swimwear for starters, but also I just would never take it off to put it in a swim bag. What I thought it would be really good for is when you're travelling, to put in your shampoos and conditioners and things that can bust open in your suitcase and ruin everything. Genius, I feel like that is, because it's reusable. I don't have to constantly get the big snap lock bags out. It's a little bit thicker. So sorry, I thought I'd stopped recording again. A little bit thicker, so it'll also protect your things from hopefully being as squished, but I always find the whole snap lock bag thing is a little bit dodgy because they could bust open as well. So yeah, this nice little zip on the top, put all your things in. The other good thing it would be good for, actually, I should go back and get another one, is just a really big makeup bag, because you know the inside of your makeup bags and brushes, putting your brushes and everything in there gets a bit dirty, and that just stresses me out. So to be able to wipe it down with a baby wipe or a you know, a cloth or something like that to keep it clean and tidy, and it's just a really good size. So I think they had a few different patterns, but I quite liked this because it was very summery looking and I was in quite a summery mood. So that's that. And absolute last but not least, I actually am so excited about this next one. I'll show you. I feel like somebody went, you know, if Rach could have one book in the entire world, what would it be? And then they just made this book and brought it out. It is the Tanya Burr Tanya's Christmas book. Now, I've bought Christmas books and cookbooks and everything for years and years and years, you know, and you flick through, you make a couple of recipes, and then if you're anything like me, it sits on a shelf because I'm not going to sit there and read cookbooks all night. I will for some period of time, but not all night. The reason that I feel like this was made for me is because it is full of beautiful Christmas recipes, desserts, it's got roast dinners, traditional Christmas dinners, mince pies, cakes, cookies, and then it has, like, you're gonna laugh because I feel like it's so me, Christmas makeup looks, skin and brows, makeup. There's got Christmas hairstyles that you can use for your Christmas parties. I'm like, this is the best. So I thought that was pretty awesome. Then I kept flicking. Christmas cocktails and mocktails. Just not going to drink them in a spa. Cheese boards. It's got everything. It's like somebody went, what's the best thing about Christmas? Food, dressing up, drinking alcohol, baking. Hey, guess what? Let's put it in an entire book and release it. Absolute gold mine. You can only get this, or I actually haven't seen it in Australia. I got this off the Book Depository. Totally awesome price, shipped in a couple of weeks, and it is just gorgeous. And the other thing, I mean, so if anybody doesn't know who Tanya Burr is, she's a YouTuber that I've been watching for a little while now, and the other thing I like is that she talks a lot about her Christmas traditions and things that she did as a family. There's got really nice ideas for Christmas presents. There's Christmas craft in it. I'm telling you, my camera cut out while I was rambling on about Tanya's Christmas book. But anyway, that was my last recommendation for November. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you get to try a couple of the products, and happy shopping in the Priceline sale in the next few days. I may see you next December. I may see you next month in December with a few more exciting things to try. Thank you. Bye.